Come and bring your family to uncover the secrets of the Word of God. Answer the biblical questions and accumulate points. At the end of the video, we'll have an extra question. We're delighted to have you here, and we invite you to join us in the upcoming videos. Subscribe and hit the like button. At the end of the video, we want to know your results. Question number 1. In which book of the Bible is the story of Noah's Ark? Option A, Genesis. Option B, Exodus. Option C, Numbers. Option D, Leviticus. On-screen timer. The correct answer is option A, Genesis. Then the Lord's anger was kindled against Moses, and he said, "Is not Aaron, your brother, the Levite? I know that he can speak well. And also, behold, he is coming out to meet you, and when he sees you, he will be glad in his heart. You shall speak to him and put the words in his mouth, and I will be with your mouth and with his mouth and will teach you both what to do." The biblical answer is in Exodus, chapter 4, verses 14 to 16. Question number 2. How long did Moses and the Israelites spend in the desert? Option A, 40 years. Option B, 20 years. Option C, 60 years. Option D, 50 years. On-screen timer. The correct answer is option A, 40 years. And the children of Israel ate manna 40 years until they came to an inhabited land. They ate manna until they came to the borders of the land of Canaan. The biblical answer is in Exodus, chapter 16, verse 35. Question number 3. How long was Moses on the mountain with God to receive the 10 Commandments? Option A, 3 days. Option B, 1 month. Option C, 40 days. Option D, 1 year. On-screen timer. The correct answer is option C, 40 days. And he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights, he neither ate bread nor drank water. And he wrote on the tablets the words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments. The biblical answer is in Exodus, chapter 34, verse 28. Question number 4. For how many years did the people of Israel dwell in Egypt? Option A, 300 years. Option B, 330 years. Option C, 400 years. Option D, 430 years. On-screen timer. The correct answer is option D, 430 years. The time that the children of Israel lived in Egypt was 430 years. The biblical answer is in Exodus, chapter 12, verse 40. Question number 5. What kinship did Moses' parents have? Option A, siblings. Option B, uncle and nephew. Option C, niece and aunt. Option D, cousins. On-screen timer. The correct answer is option C, niece and aunt. And Amram took for himself Jochebed, his father's sister, as wife, and she bore him Aaron and Moses. And the years of the life of Amram were 137 years. The biblical answer is in Exodus, chapter 6, verse 20. Question number 6. From which plague could the magicians not imitate? Option A, locusts. Option B, flies. Option C, lice. Option D, death of animals. On-screen timer. The correct answer is option C, lice. Then the magicians also did the same with their enchantments to bring forth lice, but they could not. So there were lice on man and beast. The biblical answer is in Exodus, chapter 8, verse 18. Question number 7. What was the last plague that God brought to Egypt and made Pharaoh let the people go? Option A, plague of locusts. Option B, plague of darkness. Option C, hailstones. Option D, death of the firstborn. On-screen timer. The correct answer is option D, death of the firstborn. Then the Lord said to Moses, I will bring one more plague on Pharaoh and on Egypt. Afterward he will let you go from here. When he lets you go, he will surely drive you out altogether. The biblical answer is in Exodus, chapter 11, verses 1 to 6. Question number 8. What quality did Moses have more than all men? Option A, faithful. Option B, just. Option C, meekness. Option D, integrity. On-screen timer. The correct answer is option C, meekness. Now the man Moses was very humble, more than all men who were on the face of the earth. The biblical answer is in Numbers, chapter 12, verse 3. Question number 9. Moses sent 12 men to Canaan for territory reconnaissance. How long did they stay there? Option A, 3 days. Option B, 7 days. Option C, 30 days. Option D, 40 days. On-screen timer. The correct answer is option D, 40 days. So they went up and spied out the land from the wilderness of Zin as far as Rehob, near the entrance of Hamath. The biblical answer is in Numbers, chapter 13, verse 25. Question number 10. What did Miriam do after the Israelites crossed the Red Sea? Option A, clapped hands. Option B, shouted for joy. Option C, jumped for joy. Option D, played the tambourine. On-screen timer. The correct answer is option D, played the tambourine. Then Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took the timbrel in her hand, and all the women went out after her with timbrels and with dances. The biblical answer is in Exodus, chapter 15, verses 20 to 21. Question number 11. What did Moses do with the tablets of the law? Option A, gave them to Aaron. Option B, broke them. Option C, gave them to the people. Option D, gave them to Miriam. On-screen timer. The correct answer is option B, broke them. So Moses turned and went down from the mountain, and the 2 tablets of the testimony were in his hand. The tablets were written on both sides, on the one side and on the other they were written. Now it happened, as soon as he came near the camp, that he saw the calf and the dancing. So Moses' anger became hot, and he cast the tablets out of his hands and broke them at the foot of the mountain. The biblical answer is in Exodus, chapter 32, verses 15 to 19. Question number 12. A wind blew away the plague of locusts and cast them where? Option A, in the desert. Option B, in the Red Sea. Option C, in the Nile. Option D, in the plantations. On-screen timer. The correct answer is option B, in the Red Sea. So the Lord turned a very strong west wind, which took the locusts away and blew them into the Red Sea. Not a single locust was left in all the territory of Egypt. The biblical answer is in Exodus, chapter 10, verse 19. Before we move on to the bonus question, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos. Now, let's go to the extra question, worth 5 points. Answer correctly. Whom did Jesus call Boanerges, des sons of thunder? On-screen timer. The correct answer is John and James. The biblical answer is in Mark, chapter 3, verse 17. We're nearing the end of our quiz. Now, tell me in the comments how many questions you got right. If you got more than 10 questions correct, you had an excellent result. Hope you enjoyed our content. May God bless each of you who left a like. A strong embrace to everyone, and until the next video.